This is a Panasonic SA-HT940. This is a home theater system. This has a AM, FM, DVD. It's got a built-in amplifier too, which is kind of nice. It's got outputs for a number of different speakers on the back here, even a subwoofer, so it's kind of nice. It'd be nice to hook up to a TV. Anyway, the problem with this one is this came out of a dumpster. The tray here comes out halfway and it jams, and I don't know what else is wrong with it, but it sounds like it may have slipped a gear on one of the gears. That's a symptom that's common with these things, if someone tried to force it open or closed or whatever. So another problem with these multi-disc units is people try to move them when they have discs in them. I had one, it was a 300 disc changer, and it was jammed, and someone threw it away. I brought it home, opened it up, and there must have been 100 discs in the darn thing, spread all over the inside of it. They just threw it away. Couldn't believe it. Why they didn't take it apart and get their discs out, I don't know. But unfortunately, it was a bunch of crap music that I wouldn't want. So anyway, I'm going to open this up and see what we can find. So stand by for that. Here's the inside of the unit. Of course, you got your tray and your wheel here that holds your disc. This one will hold 5, and apparently it's getting stuck, which I can release on here, remove it. Ooh, I'm getting some resistance right here. Oops, let's see if I can get it open. And it opens, and then I push it back, and I'm getting some resistance here, and it closes. So anyway, I'm going to pull the front off, and I'll pull the disc holder off, and then we'll see what happens. Sometimes these units, like I say, there's a number of gears in here, and they'll slip a gear and it'll have a similar problem as this one here. They kind of get out of time. So that, or possibly there is a photo sensor in here, and there might be another switch in here, a mechanical switch, and if those get dirty, that can be a problem. And this thing could have been sitting for a long time. I don't know what year this was made, but it's a fairly older unit. Seems well built though. So anyway, let's examine it further. Stand by. I believe this may have skipped a gear here. Watch as I put the tray in. It hits and it jumps. And you can see right here, if I can get in there, see how it jumps? This could be a timing problem. Anyway, I may have to remove the tray, see if I can figure this out. Okay, well, as you can see, the tray is working now. But the problem was, we had a gear slip here. Evidently, someone may have forced the disc tray closed or whatever. I don't know, but the timing was off. So when the tray would slide in, it would hit, and you could see the bump in the previous video here where it would bump. It was out of alignment, but now I've got the... Seems to work. I think we have a bad sensor switch in here. Now it's intermittent. Now let's do this. I'm going to skip the disc in under the... Okay. It's mounted the disc. It's detected the disc. And it's playing the disc. Alright. So it's definitely a loading problem here. What I think I'll do is I'll look for some sensors, either photoelectrics or some small micro switches that may be dirty. That could be part of the problem. So let me stop this. And let's hit open. And it opens. Okay. And that's what it should do. Okay, let's hit play. Resume. What am I doing here? There we go, resume. So let's open the disk. So that would allow us to disk skip. That's working. Okay, it's mounting the disk. And it's playing. Let's open. It opens. It's playing the disc. I have a feeling this hasn't been run in a long time. We may have some dirty switches in here. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to remove the tray, the platter here, and go from there. But it's playing. I don't have it hooked up to a stereo, but I'm pretty sure it's giving some output here. You can see it's counting up here, so it's reading the disc. See which disc I'm on. I'm on 4. No, I'm on 2. Here we go. 2. There we go. Well, that's right. Let's put the disc in another slot here. Put it in over here. Alright. Disc 5. Okay. Let's hit 5. And it loads 5. It reads 5. And hit play. And it's playing 5. So that part's working. Stop. Open. Close. Okay, to resume, but we'll hit stop again. And then if we hit open, it should drop the disc, which it does, and then we can remove the disc. So that part's working. So let's examine this a little bit further here before I put it back together. Well, I hooked some speakers up. This particular unit has a built-in amplifier, so let's see if it'll play the disc here. We'll hit resume. And it seems to be playing. Well, that's working. So the amplifier is working, the disc is working, it's reading the disc. So our problem is, I think we got some bad sensor switches in here. We'll have to see. Anyway, it's kind of nice. This has a built-in amplifier, so you don't need external amplifier. So let's move forward. Stop, and we will hit stop again. It should drop the disc and then open. And it does. Okay. Well, we'll move on from here. When you remove the platter here, or the disc wheel, you'll find a little photoelectric here, emitter detector here. I clean that off. And then replace the I think this thing had been sitting for a long time, because when it had got out of timing, whatever happened, maybe the people that had it let it sit for a long time. I don't know. I'm going to connect the front panel back up. You've got these two flex cables, and then you've got one back here which looks like it might be for the power, I imagine. I think I can get it in there, maybe. Oh, I know, I cut my fingernails. See, Patty, you shouldn't cut your fingernails so short. I told you. Alright, now let's try this again. Uh-oh. Now we get nothing. Oh, there we go. Hello. That's always good. Alright, we'll get the disc lined up here. And it's reading the disc. It's reading the disc. See if it opens. Opens. Alright, good. That appears to be the problem. I think I got a small switch in here too, but operating this thing a number of times, it seems to run better. So I don't know if it was that photo switch in there or another hidden switch. I don't know, but it's working now. So what I'll do, I'll put it back together and then we'll try it again and make sure it works. Working good. I don't know what size amplifier is in here, but I'm driving a pair of 8-inch speakers and it's got some output on it. Anyway, stand by for that. Unit's back together now, and well, give it the smoke test. A lot of times things don't work when you put them back together. Well, that's a good sign. Let's put it in. I think it was in 3, was it? Yeah. I think it was in 3. It's reading the disc, I think. Yeah, it's reading the disc. Let's hit play. Let's skip to the second one. That's working. I just have 2 speakers connected right now. Well, I think it's working now, so and here's the disc. So ends the repair of the HT940. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now.